At this point, we know that, of course, it's popular that you stand against the issue of indiscipline and corruption. But looking at the situation of things now, if you were given that ticket and if you are elected president of Nigeria, do you think it's the same methods that you used when you came as head of government in 1983 that you will still use this time around?
Well, the system is different. That's all a military administration. Although we have the Supreme Military Council, the National Council of State, and the Federal Executive Council. But this is a multi-party democratic system. But there is a constitution in place. 1999 constitution is amended, and one has to go through that. And that constitution did not allow for corruption. The problem is that the government, the central government and some of the state governments were not applying sanctions, while the constitution recommends corruption should be checked. If sanctions were being applied, I assure you that hearing conducted by the National Assembly, something would have happened, and public will know the action taken by government for those who should change the government.
Because, you know, what we see most of the time is how courts scuttle or frustrate the efforts of fighting corruption. Would you be frustrated by this kind of situation?
I think the Office of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice will have to work hand in hand with the police and do their constitutional role properly. We don't believe they were not properly trained or were not experienced, but there was no determination by the leadership to really check corruption. Because after the hearing I referred earlier on, something ought to have happened. But nothing has happened, as far as we know.
With the kind of corruption that we sometimes see in government, you believe in immunity? For example, governors?
No, that is being argued, but that doesn't stop the governors being investigated after they leave office. I believe those who got that part of the Constitution that chief executive says the president and the governors while in office should not be prosecuted. I think they look at the state of development of the political system and the culture of Nigerians, that if they allow prosecution of the president and the governors, no government will survive to perform, because there will be so many litigations. I believe it's a well-intentioned provision inserted into the Constitution, but it did not stop the government or the preceding government from investigating where cases are obvious about corruption.